Waffle, we're going to have everything on the 411 today on the Morning Waffle right after this. Well, Chris is feeling all refreshed.
I am.
He's refreshed like a spring chicken.
Turkey, like a spring turkey.
Oh,
Spring
yeah.
turkey. Turkey
It's
season's
about that
coming up.
time, isn't
Next
it?
Monday. Yeah, I will not be here next Tuesday. I will be in the woods.
Is turkey or deer hunting your favorite?
I think turkey is my favorite because of the call and response and just, it's just a blast.
Turkey is my favorite to eat by far.
As far as wild game goes?
Yes,
yeah,
as far as wild game
good.
goes, I love some fried turkey. Like
is
small
delicious.
chunks of fried turkey. It's good stuff. I'm sorry, I'm still sharing.
I
I'm behind.
don't fry the turkey. Does that surprise you?
You don't fry the turkey.
I
Wash it
grill- I
down with
grill
an icy cold Dr. Pepper. What?
Certainly not a Bud Light,
So
but
you
you didn't
do
want to
grill
talk
it?
about that, did you?
No, I'm like, I've heard enough
You
about
walked right into that one, bro.
I've heard enough
Right
about
into
Bud
that
Light
one.
this week. I haven't drank Bud Light since college, so I've heard enough about it. No.
You've been boycotting it for a long time.
I've been boycotting it before it was cool to boycott it, and I just don't want to talk about it. So
You don't know how to recover.
I was
You're
like, I've had
Ballard.
that's enough. So grill it. You grilled it?
I do, yeah. One of my favorite things to do is to cut it in chunks and put it on kebabs with,
That would be good.
I usually do like a teriyaki on half of them, and then I'll do buffalo
Yep.
sauce on the other. But
That doesn't
yeah,
sound
peppers
bad.
and onions and all the good stuff.
All the good
on
stuff.
on the kebabs.
Oh, my
delicious.
K-ROG is doing that thing, We got
Not
some
one to
new
share.
equipment, so we're, I'm a little discombobulated right now. Hey, there's our new logo. Look at that.
Yeah,
I
see?
love it. Thanks,
I take
Will, for
care of
getting that
you.
up.
No
Maroney
problem.
I take
Associates.
care of you.
Beth, how do we sound with these cordless mics?
Oh, thank
How
you,
we doing?
Beth. I appreciate that. My birthday's tomorrow. I'm celebrating early.
I would not know until Facebook tells me it's your birthday.
I wouldn't expect anyone to know it's my
And then you're
birthday
gonna
until
get
Facebook told me.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm excited.
Still not in the 40 club, but
Nope.
So
In my mind, I am.
Emma's got a video for us to show, but I need to get it on the computer, so I'm going to go over there.
Talk
Talk
amongst
amongst
yourselves.
You guys
yourselves.
talk amongst yourselves.
You're feeling a bit verklempt because I brought up
I'm
the
going to
Bud
talk
Light.
about something right now. Okay, you can't see this very well, but on my phone, there's a Facebook post that is a gentleman holding a dog. And the Facebook post says, he posted it on a large Sell It Facebook Springfield group. And it says, hello, if anyone is looking for this sweet girl, found her lying on the side of the road, hashtag Springfield. She was hit by a car in an accident. It doesn't say call this number to find it. It says, please bump this post to help me find the owner. This is a fake post. Don't share this.
Don't share the post.
And they do it with missing kids too.
Oh.
It'll show a kid in a car seat and it'll be like, this girl was found on the side of the road in Rogersville, one said the other day. And I'm like, if they don't contain contact information, like a phone number, they don't even want you to message them.
Well, the classic, boy who cried wolf story plays out, right? Because
Yes.
you ignore the Amber Alert, you don't share the real post. Stop! Don't spread disinformation.
So before you share a post about something,
Validate it.
Take a
Verify
moment.
it.
because people are sharing these like wildfire. And here's what I think it does. I think the purpose of it is to kick the false profile up into people's algorithm.
Yep.
So if somebody shares your post 100 times, and these will get shared 100 times, then the internet acknowledges them as a real person, or Facebook does, and then they'll start trying to scam people, is what the deal is. Don't share those posts.
Interesting.
Boy, I'm glad we know that TV adds 40 pounds.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I still feel like I look skinny over here.
Yeah, I don't feel like I look skinny at all. And it's because I'm not, so, you know.
No, I'm not either. I'm marshmallow.
It is what it is.
I'm currently marshmallow. That's what my friend and I've been saying. We're a little fluffy.
I need to call the elliptical repairman, apparently.
Okay, I'll get him on the
It's
line.
been out of
The
commission
weather's
for-
really nice. You can just go for a walk, go for a hike.
I went for a walk
I know it's
yesterday.
outside.
Well,
and you like being inside.
I do like being inside. I like being inside where I can have my elliptical
like a
machine.
vampire.
I can have my
I'm old.
sermon podcasts on the TV, and it's all good
Are we
times.
watching a commercial?
I must
Yeah,
sit
let's-
inside and listen about Jesus and avoid all you people that
That's-
Jesus told me to love.
Absolutely correct. I'm going to yell at you on social media. Here we go.
Good morning, Waffle watchers, farmer followers, and all other manner of friends on Facebook and beyond. I'm Emma, your local farmer, and welcome to the Garden Outpost 2023. Hey, just in case you didn't know, Color Junkies unite here at the Outpost this Friday, April the 14th, for our opening day. We'll be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Check out all of this awesome stuff that we have in store. In case you missed it, last week's Tough Talks was about things that you don't have to worry about doing in the garden this spring. Stay tuned to K-ROG this Thursday for another fantastic episode of Tough Talks, which is still a surprise to you and me on the subject. See you then.
Days without coffee.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Oh, for Lent.
Whoop, look, now we're back. Here we go.
Bravo.
Yay. Good job, Emma.
Emma.
Thanks for being-
Can't wait
Beth
to come
says
see
we
you.
sound a
You and bees
little pale, so I may need
Look
to
a little pale or sound
sound
a
a
little
little pale is what I think she
Interesting.
said. So
Oh.
I'll bump up the gain. These are really hot little mics,
Okay.
and
Hot mic.
so when we did a couple shows yesterday with them, and I noticed that they were a little too hot.
Yeah.
So I turned them down. I thought I had them down about the right spot. But
Well, on
I'll
that screen we
bump
do
them up.
look a little pale, and I know that because I got a little sunburn yesterday working in the yard.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I will say your color here is different than your color there.
Well, and I'm working on that fancy new camera too, and
The thing is crystal clear. I do kind of like the powdery effect. It's like a filter without a filter.
You just blew our minds. Like we all went quiet on that.
wow.
I had a moment yesterday.
I don't know what to say.
So I have a trail camera, to keep
Morning, Steven.
keep eyes on the deer and the turkey. And I went out and checked on it before turkey season. So it took a picture of me, like from the side.
Oh no, we
And
sound
you
sound
never-
good. The color's pale.
Okay, that's what I
that's an
figured.
easy
Yeah,
fix.
yeah.
I can fix that.
Okay.
Sound is hard, but
So anyway,
So
I never
you're
see myself.
Sasquatch.
I never see myself from the side, the
Well,
profile.
yeah, you wouldn't.
And I was like, wow, that white in my hair is really coming on. Like, wow. And
Yeah.
I look really old from the side. Is what I thought to myself.
You're just like,
Yeah. So now I look like an old pale white guy.
you get used to it.
well,
all right.
no, you're not old.
No, I am old.
We smoke our turkeys.
Yeah.
Jack, when he shot the turkey last fall, I put it in the smoker, and it was crazy.
So I
good.
think in even a wild turkey, you were able to keep it moist. And
and that's what
that's
I was
right, I remember
really,
that.
really surprised. I was not expecting anything
Yeah.
good to come of that whatsoever, because everybody's told me wild turkeys are terrible.
I disagree.
You know,
False.
the breast meat's maybe okay, everything else is just trash. That whole thing was good.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I just
I can
put-
definitely see the smoke being a benefit to the darker meat.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we've talked about this on the show before. We always eat it chunked up and fried with gravy because, because it's Missouri.
Because you're from Houston.
Because I'm from
Missouri.
Houston,
Yeah,
I'm from
so
Texas County, so
Gravy
we're gonna
and
fry that
fried,
turkey
yep,
and gravy,
absolutely.
and there's
White
probably-
gravy?
Oh yeah, and there's probably gonna be white biscuit. There's gonna be biscuits, and there's
Sure.
gonna be mashed potatoes. And we were talking about that with my mom the other day. Like, Mom, somebody needs to get a wild turkey this year so we can have a delicious turkey.
So how was your Easter?
It was great. It was a good Easter. Easter has been Jesse and I's holiday. You got to kind of, you don't have to. It's nice to pick one holiday where you just kind of do your thing, where you don't We
Like
used-
a big production, not a
you
big
don't,
production
we don't
with the
do
whole
a big
family.
production
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole family. We just kind of do our thing, and I always have my parents over for brunch,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoy making brunch for them. They come over on Christmas too for brunch, so it was really good. And then I got ham and scalloped potatoes for dinner, so
We did ham as
you
well.
can't beat that. So I had ham and brunch in one day.
All right.
That's a good.
I made a breakfast casserole. We had the family over.
I did that too.
And
Yep.
I've now made something apparently that's very popular. You'll be shocked at what this. It's a tomato, cucumber, avocado, lime vinaigrette salad.
Oh, yeah, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, I know, but
Sounds
it's
springy.
there's no meat in it. And everything. And
That's
Jack,
good.
Jack was he's like,
Good job,
where's
Will."
the meat? I'm like, there's no meat. He's like, I don't want it. It's no good.
Come on,
So
Jack.
Easter's the one day you become a vegetarian. Interesting.
Eat like a rabbit.
Eat like a rabbit.
Well, I made it. I was making some food for a couple families at church that needed food delivered for various reasons, and I had made butter chicken, which is an Indian dish. So it's
love
got
butter
a little.
chicken,
It's
yeah.
delicious. It's got a lot of zing to it, and I thought about asking Lauren to make some naan bread for me to.
I've got a good naan recipe.
Yeah, but
I do.
I didn't get around to it, but I thought it needed something a little lighter, a little fresher to kind of offset that butter chicken
you did
zing.
salad.
So I made a tomato, avocado, cucumber.
You need salad with that type of heavy
Yeah,
food. You
yeah.
need something. That's why they have all they call them relishes, the chutneys and all that stuff
yeah.
that goes with them. Yep. What'd you do? Did you do anything on Easter? Were you busy?
Yeah.
Anything going on for you?
Yeah. As a pastor, once the Sunday morning part's over, you want it to be pretty low key.
yes, I
it's-
could imagine
That's
that.
every Sunday, though, right?
To
some
not
extent?
necessarily. It just can, life goes on, right? Because we usually have our chapter group, our small group,
Yeah.
on Sunday afternoons, evenings. But no, we had some time together as family. Boys and I watched a soccer game. I did yard work,
girl.
and
We did, yeah, we
it
did
was
some yard work.
yeah, it was good. And so that continued on into Monday, and just been in the yard for a long time.
I did mow the yard.
Good job.
Got it mowed.
You've
Yeah.
grown so much since last week. There's been salad
That
and
was your
mowing.
first mowing.
This year.
I'm on
yeah.
mowing number 5.
Did it smell like onions outside? That
course.
first spring
The
mows
all of Southwest Missouri smells
smells
like
like
onions.
onions.
For a week.
Yunyons, the
that's
young
all.
onions. Okay, I have an
goodness.
Easter controversy. Are you ready for this?
Okay,
I'm ready.
bring it.
So I grew up and we hard-boiled eggs and we dyed them, and then
the best.
because your house smells like eggs for 2
vinegar.
days.
Vinegar, yeah.
That's how you know it's Easter, when you smell eggs.
Yeah, that's pretty much
When
it.
you open the fridge and you're hit with a wave of egg, it's Easter.
I don't know if anybody can afford to do that anymore.
I don't
right?
know.
To
Well-
use real eggs.
I
That was
will,
the controversy.
I will
wasn't
not get off the bandwagon. I am sticking to my real eggs because I remember as a kid I loved the night before whatever dyeing the eggs, and then the Easter bunny would hide them, not like hidden, but there was some effort.
Yeah,
to
scattered a bit.
scattered in a big area. Okay, and then you'd excitedly run out and find them. So I've continued this tradition with my girls, and they dye the Easter eggs, and then the Easter bunny goes and hides them, and then sometimes the Easter bunny can hide them in the morning, and then if they hide them in the morning, then you get to use them for deviled eggs because they're good to go.
And if you dyed them long enough, then the deviled eggs have fun colors.
Then
too.
you
do,
have,
yeah.
then you
That's
have
right.
fancy deviled eggs, right? Because it's Missouri. I'm going to quote that again because Emma said, "Amen, sister." So my brother Ryan came into the office yesterday, and he's like, "What's the deal with these Easter egg hunts where they just dump 1,000 plastic eggs in a flat yard and take no effort?" He's like, "What it?" Because he only has like a 2-year-old, so he's new to
Right.
this stuff, and he is oblivious to the world. So he's just now figuring it out.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of agree. I hadn't thought about it, but I don't know how I feel about that. I'm okay with the plastic eggs,
Yeah, so
but
so I think so here and I'm a pastor, so like I have the rule down.
That's why I'm
right?
asking,
Like that,
yes.
I'm the authority on bunnies pooping
Yes.
candy-filled eggs because Jesus would want it that way, right?
That's what
amen.
happened.
So I think as a rule, if there's a large crowd and you got little ones,
Yes.
plastic in a lawn that's easy to spot, and you just see eggs all over, that's fun and exciting. But at your
Yes.
home, you got to dye those real eggs
You have to.
because Jesus would want you to.
Thank you.
And that's in jest, but because Jesus would want you to. Dye those eggs. In my home growing up, Saturday night, we would have a party, we would dye the eggs. We'd
Yeah.
wake up, mom and dad the Easter Bunny rather would have hid them across the house,
Yes.
and we would go find them, and then my mom, I remember, would break out all the candy and fill our basket filled with candy
Yes.
after we gathered all the eggs. But then after church, we'd come home, and my brother and my sister and I would all take turns re-hiding the eggs
That's
around the
awesome.
house, and we
That's
would go
wonderful.
find them again, and then that evening, we'd put them back, we'd eat them.
You need it.
Yeah,
You got the
I love
eggs.
boiled eggs.
Somebody mentioned resurrection eggs. Do you know what these are?
I have no idea.
What does that mean?
I think they're the plastic eggs, but I think they have things in them that tell
or like biblical?
tell the Jesus story.
Okay,
or-
tell the Jesus.
That makes.
I think my
that would be
grandnieces
nice.
got involved in some of that because it was mentioned to me, and I don't know. I didn't-
That
That-
sounds
that's a
like
good idea.
gospel contextualization to me.
yeah, and that's a good thing.
So I mean,
think that's a good thing.
I agree. I'm
That's how he's
okay.
doing it right.
I'm okay with the.
Is it a true gospel?
Yeah, exactly.
Who wrote it? Yeah. I'm okay with the egg drop for the littles, but I
From
think
a helicopter.
if they're older,
Jesus would want it
I'm
that
just
way.
seeing Les Nessman standing out there for that. Oh, who knew that bunnies can't fly?
so but I feel like
Knocking the rabbits out.
oh my gosh, once you get over like
Put parachutes on
four,
the bunny.
There you go.
You see that bit?
Lauren wants to say something.
I don't know. Once
Go ahead,
you,
Lauren.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch this bit. Once you get over 4, though, you need to work for it a little bit.
I agree.
Okay,
You gotta be looking for these things.
Yes, and I don't do Easter baskets. I set up, or the Easter Bunny sets up a station that they find that's got some stuff in it, and it's all consumables, not candy.
Yeah.
Because I can't handle any
Hey,
more
Lauren,
plastic
consumables
eggs.
mean something different.
Yeah.
Sorry now.
It's not. Yeah.
It's perfectly legal though.
JR and I we were in Republic the other day, and we looked at we're like, what's that really neat building over there called Easy Mountain? Let's just give them some ad space. And JR's like, I don't know, that's a neat building. We're like, it's a dispensary. Damn.
So I was thinking, you got to hide them. You got to make the eggs hard to find.
A little.
The trick though is if you're now using real eggs, the Easter Bunny better not hide too well.
It's not in the house.
In the house.
If they're outside, it's okay.
Yeah.
Were you ever the dad that did the thing where the kids are running around when they're little and they're looking for the eggs and they bring them all in? You're like, oh, I'm pretty sure there's a couple more out there. You better go look harder. Just
Yeah.
keep sending them
Way out in the back
way out
40.
there.
Keep going. You're not done yet.
Yeah.
We did. We went to a really fun.
Go pull the onions out of the yard while you're
The
at it.
onions,
there
go
might
get
be
the
some down
onions and the
there.
dandelions. We went
They're
to.
up
2 years ago, I told Evie I'd pay her $1 if she picked all the dandelions, and she looked at me like, I don't want to do that. And then the other day, she picked all of the dandelions.
$1 per dandelion?
No,
'Cause
just
that'd be all right.
$1.
$1.
She remembered it. We did go to a fabulous Easter egg hunt on Saturday. That was a large area with plastic eggs that was still spaced out and still hidden. And so, but yeah, the helicopter drop style. I don't know.
What do you do with the dandelion grab when you've done that? And let's say she says yes, but she brings back all the stems and all,
Puffs it.
every single one of them
Then your eye twitches.
to the whole yard.
And you have that
The
parrot.
bees are happy.
That is
The
the
bees
one
are happy.
thing that is now back up in the yard. The dandelions are out. I noticed that this morning when I.
Yep, mine are just starting to come up.
They're up.
Emma says, since we have aged, we count, video the hiding, and only hide as many as we can remember where we put
Brilliant.
it.
That's fair. 2 dozen eggs, that's all we can do. That's funny.
That's brilliant.
Oh, I ended up with 17 eggs because I dropped one and broke it. So
That's fair.
Easter is fun though. Oh my! Well,
Oh,
it's
it's a blast.
obviously it's a wonderful, miraculous, amazing holiday too. But it is really sweet and fun. Usually it's not too over the top on the gifts and stuff. So I mean, it's just it's a good holiday.
Yeah, I think this actually was the first year. Our kids are all adults now. There was no Easter baskets.
Yeah.
There was no Easter
Yeah.
presents.
So
There was-
Shayna still does the baskets for all 3 kids. Yeah, I mean the boys are 19,
Yeah.
Maddox is 16, and they wake up. But now it's like, yeah, there's a little bit of chocolate in there, but it's like, oh, you needed some new shorts. There's some shorts in there.
Here's some shampoo.
Yeah. There's all the stuff we were going to buy you anyway.
Some
But
body wash and deodorant.
Yeah, all right, we'll just put it in the basket and say,
That's awesome. Oh, speaking of shampoo, we need shampoo at the Wildcat Closet.
there you go.
Yes, we're currently out. So if any business out there would like to collect some shampoo for us or something,
Are there any guidelines to the shampoo? Like
If you take it from the hotel, you still want them?
I wasn't going quite there, but it's like don't this stuff isn't as helpful, or
I mean, as long
you
as
just
it's
want cases of Pert Plus, or
Do you want purple shampoo?
Pert Plus. I haven't heard that in a while.
I don't know if they even make that
I don't think
anymore,
they do.
what do I know?
They probably don't need purple shampoo or silver shampoo for my.
No, I
the
mean, as
white
long
hair.
as it's a.
It was the shampoo and conditioner all in one bottle. It was amazing.
Why was it Pert Plus? That's such a weird name.
Because it was shampoo and conditioner. Pert Plus. You got it all in one bottle.
And then it became Pert Plus
What's
Plus,
the
and it's
Pert?
body wash too.
What's the Pert?
Pert. It's pertinent.
It's purty. It made you purty.
Pert. Pert. That's so funny.
I remember
Is
that.
it in a green bottle?
Yeah.
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 That's the one.
Wow. Where'd you go, Pert? Where are you
Yeah,
these
Pert.
days?
Somebody Google that
What
for
is
us.
Pert in my life.
What happened to Pert Plus?
It's relabeled. It just has a new name.
That's
and,
right.
Yeah, it's
Boy,
Because
same-
it's not
same
Pert, because
formula.
that's a weird name. Now that I think about it, 20 years
That was
later.
the shampoo of the
Who is
80s
that?
for sure.
Procter & Gamble
good
makes
stuff.
all of the shampoo anyway.
Of
Yeah.
course they do.
Regardless
yeah.
of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would say there's no guidelines on shampoo. So
Okay.
as
I
long
always-
as it's
I
reasonable.
always think about that. You go through the aisle and it's like for fine hair,
Yeah.
for thick hair, for curly hair, and it's like it's probably all the same thing.
Oh, sure.
You know,
yeah.
but-
Oily hair, dry hair.
Oily, yeah, the whole
Yeah,
bit.
I've never. I've never noticed significant
Whatever my
results
wife
from
puts
shampoo.
in the shower is
what you use.
is
what
the
I use.
shampoo?
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
shampoo.
fair. Emma says, "Just it's a brand. Just relax." I don't know. Pert's a weird name.
It's a weird name. Yeah.
You can name a dog Pert Plus. Could you imagine just yelling Pert
I
Plus
just feel
out
like
the
I'm
road?
having all these flashbacks
I
of
know.
commercials from the 80s, like the Irish Spring guy. Like, why did I want to buy soap from an Irishman? Yeah, the whistling. Yeah, that's
It's
right.
the
Those are great
dry your
commercials.
skin
Great
out.
commercial.
Irish Spring, man. You use that. Yes.
I'm
You
gonna go have a sandwich with some Grey Poupon on it later.
no moisture left in your skin after Irish Spring.
Pardon me.
None.
Yeah.
Having a great coupon.
The 80s, I came across an old Nestle commercial from the 80s for their like white chocolate bars. That one was interesting. It's worth a watch.
White chocolate bar.
Those are tasty.
I loved those.
Yeah.
they were
That's.
good.
I remember when.
It was creepy.
Talk about Easter memories was my mom asking, okay, do you want milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or white chocolate?
Ivory
and we
soap.
went through a phase of
Ivory's
wanting
nice.
a white chocolate bunny, not a dark chocolate.
Yeah, because that was a thing. I mean,
Yeah.
when the white chocolate came on the scene, we're like, this is revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
Game
yeah.
changer.
Yep.
And then you ate it, and you're like, well, it kind of tastes like plastic sugar.
It's just what it is.
It's just all it is.
It's like
it's wax.
vanilla. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's
I
no
don't know.
cocoa in it.
It's just like yeah, no, there's nothing to it, and it was kind of disappointing. But you acted like you liked it. I remember that.
So I saw the post where Clara has declared
Yes.
her
Lawyer,
profession.
and she's now firing people.
Yep.
They were sitting.
She's
at
a lawyer?
Yeah, she's a lawyer now. We're excited for her.
I'm excited for it.
It's pretty common to have the girls.
Hard to find a good lawyer, you know what I'm saying?
It is. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty common for me to go pick up my girls and bring them to the office, and then JR to go pick up Anna, because Nolan wants to still be at morning school because he wants to run around and do sports stuff with the other boys. So he goes and gets Anna and then comes back. So then it's the three girls at the office for a while. This is pretty common, and the shenanigans they're fun. I mean, we try to keep it. Still, we spent so much time as kids in our parents' offices,
Yep.
like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there was not cool stuff. They didn't have a TV. We had some paper clips. Luckily,
An ashtray.
yeah. And we counted some money when my mom had the license office. So we're just
shag
back
carpet.
there using the ashtray, counting money. That didn't happen. But anyway,
Manual typewriter.
yeah. There was a Chinese restaurant
get all the
within
keys
walking
stuck.
distance. So we'd go walk to the Chinese restaurant and get some crab rangoon. So the kids have a TV at the office, and they have other stuff, to actually entertain them and not be bored to death.
So mom and dad can work.
Yeah, so we can get work done. And I look over, and Claire goes, "Mom, how do you spell fire? Like fire? I'm going to fire someone." And I fired, and I spelled it for her. And I'm like, "That's a funny picture." And so I click it, and Anna goes, "We're business girls." And Claire goes, "I'm a lawyer, and I'm firing Clara." Or I'm firing Anna. And I was just like, oh my God. And Anna's like, yeah.
Got fired. A lot of people feel that way these days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, okay.
unemployment for the next 6 months.
I'll take my severance.
Good
This
to
is
go.
great.
It's funny that I think that Clara seems to think that that's just what lawyers do.
I think she
Obviously
thinks they
means is
fire
lawyers
people. I don't really know where that comes from, but she thinks, and then I got to thinking.
Well, it's like I thought people fired the lawyer.
I got to thinking Clara could be a lawyer. She could totally do that.
She would dominate.
It would be scary.
She ain't scared.
No, she's not.
Everyone else should be, but she ain't
She's
scared.
not scared.
She'd tear it right up.
Oh man.
Love
It's
it.
it's neat to have them in the office. It's very reminiscent of the childhood years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we knew how to entertain ourselves. That's the
Yes.
thing. We didn't need all the other things. We
Yeah.
could take a little piece of paper, make a triangle, and play football.
Oh yeah. And I mean, the cool thing is they'll usually have their snack and watch TV while they're doing that.
Did we
and
call
then
that Chinese football?
yeah,
Chinese football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did,
Can you
yeah.
say that?
I don't
if
know
you
why.
say
I mean, it kind of.
I just said it.
Yeah.
It really should have been called Japanese football because it was kind of like
Origami.
origami.
Oh,
Yeah.
my son ordered a pair of boots. That's what the British call their soccer cleats.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Origami?
got them from Japan.
Yeah.
And we got the package. He opened it up, and there was a little origami
That's
in there.
fun.
He was like, "Look at this! It's
Was
so
it
cool."
That's cool.
a swan?
It wasn't a swan. I don't remember what it was, but it was really cool.
That's
Isn't
fun.
that like if it's like a good luck thing or whatever that they make like 1,000 origami swans?
I don't know. It wasn't a swan. Maybe it's some kind of hoodoo that they put on him. I don't know.
I don't,
Could be,
I'd say luck.
we went out and shot. I went out with him to the soccer fields Easter evening.
Yeah.
After I did the yard work, we went out and I beat him in 2 competitions.
That's fun.
I think they've been cursed. I should look into the shape
I would
of that
look
origami.
at I would look at the
Yeah.
origami. I'd follow the trail.
Yep.
I'd hunt that
I don't
down.
believe in that stuff,
See
but-
what kind of thing it is that they.
Yeah,
stuck
he
in
couldn't
there.
hit a shot, and I was just like, "It's the boots, man."
Teach those Americans.
Or did the Japanese? I mean, is there a Japanese soccer team?
Oh, the big soccer.
Is that a big thing?
Yeah,
okay.
soccer and baseball.
Then
are
it
their
could
sports.
be. Yeah, it could be a curse.
In fact, there's my boys have gotten into anime
Yeah.
a little bit, and so
They're
there's
like-
a soccer anime, and it's anyway
I
they're
can
watching it.
only
And I'm just
imagine.
like, you guys are this is
Like,
absurd.
this is not cool.
This is not cool,
Not cool.
at all.
Yeah. So it's fun having them in the office. It's fun having
Oh,
the
yeah,
kids
back to
around.
origami.
Back to origami.
We knew how
But
to do origami.
They do. They watch TV while they eat their snack, and then after that they start making crafts like
you go.
Chinese soccer or football. What did it call? What was it called? Was it Chinese football?
I don't remember.
That seems right.
That was so much
You
fun
hold it
though.
like
Trying to
this
get
and
half of
flick
it to get off the table, and then you'd get your field goal.
Paperclip chains. How many paper clips
you
have you
do
ruined?
this?
Yeah, in your life as a kid, a lot. I broke a paperclip in half yesterday. But they're it's fidget stuff. It was the original fidgets.
make
paper
your
clips.
and make it bounce.
It's good times. Lives were simpler back then.
Beautiful.
It was different. You certainly didn't have a world of entertainment in the palm of your hand. You
Yeah.
could just download the Planet 417 app and watch hours of
Just
fabulous
hours
content.
That was a nice plug.
Thank you.
Hours upon hours of
Slide
content.
that right in there. I'm just trying to think. What I used to do. I did have by the time I was like 11, an Atari 2600. So the
Yeah.
stick on the box. And
Yeah.
I actually figured out you could take that thing apart, and the joystick, all it did was on a rocker, and it would push a button here or back here or
kidding
back
me.
here or back over here.
So did you make it a pad?
I took it apart
Direction
and I
pad?
used it like a D-pad.
Yeah, nice.
But it took 2 hands because it was like that big.
Oh yeah, they were quite bulky.
Yeah. And so, but other than that, yeah, just hanging out in the room. I had my Star Wars action figures and do some stuff. I don't know.
Good days.
I
You had an imagination.
Cartoon on
That's
Saturdays.
the thing.
Cartoons were on Saturdays. That was
The
it.
amount of
Saturday
time that you
morning.
spent bored as a
Had
kid. Oh
an
my
imagination.
gosh.
You had
Believe it or
to.
not, I used to run around the woods.
It was good
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think about that often. I spent a lot of time outside.
Maybe you picked up some morels, or you smoked some grapevine, or
Yeah, Ryan
I
smoked
don't
grapevine.
recall doing either one of those things.
Ryan smoked grapevine once, and it was poison ivy. And
Oh!
Ryan,
Oh,
Ryan,
why does my throat itch? That sounds awful.
Ryan is highly allergic to poison ivy.
Well, he is now. If he wasn't before, he is now.
He is the one
Wow.
that ends up in the hospital ends up having to go to the hospital every time he gets it almost. And he got convinced on I think it was a Boy Scout deal
Hey, smoke this.
that, or it may have not, no, actually I don't think it was. I think it was just like probably a youth group thing. They were out in the woods, they found a vine, they smoked it, and it was poison ivy.
Oh.
It did not go well. Yeah, you don't want that in your bloodstream.
Yeah, I get freaked out. So I was in the woods a little bit yesterday, getting ready for next week, and I immediately come home and just scrub up, just get all the oils off of me, just in case. I did have a tick on me yesterday, which first one of the
yeah.
year. So I had
Yeah.
to, thankfully I got him right as I felt him bite my neck, and I pulled it off.
yep.
So it
Oh, when
wasn't
we were
all
kids,
normal.
we used to get ticks all the time.
We had
Ticks.
ticks
But
all the time.
It's freaky now. There's so many more illnesses. So
Well,
my
that's the
sister
thing.
was
I'm
just
terrified.
diagnosed with like
It's weird.
she can't eat meat from mammals.
See,
The
that's
alpha
the
gal?
one.
Yeah.
Alpha
I
gal?
don't want that.
My friend has alpha gal.
Think about how it would wreck your life.
That
Like,
sucks. Yeah.
I'd be eating
I like mammal.
tomato, cucumber, avocado salad for the rest
I mean,
of my
I
life.
could
very
get
healthy.
by on fish and chicken,
I don't want to.
Really like me. Yeah,
I don't want to.
more
I want to
brisket.
have sauce. Oh my gosh, brisket made me hungry.
I was sad, so sad for her. I mean,
Yeah.
just
It's terrible.
think
Oh,
about-
our friend got it, and I mean, I think he's still dealing with
well,
it.
and then and I have another friend that has Lyme's disease, and I mean, at times it's debilitating. Like there's days you just can't get out of bed. Just the joints
sucks.
are so achy. And
Well, no, the one with
What
the
is the deal with that?
The meat product deal. I mean, that it bleeds over because there's like something like gelatin. They
Yeah.
make that, and so
yeah,
the
it's not
other
like okay, I'm
stuff-
just cutting out
hamburgers.
certain meats, right?
There's other products that
Yeah.
involved.
It's a bad deal because we on spring break, Evie got a tick, and I mean we all have dark hair like this, and they get in there and you can't find them, and no matter how good you check, and
Right.
so she had one on for about a day, and the lymph nodes in her neck got swollen. It freaked me out,
Yeah.
and I mean but did that stuff exist?
No.
Well,
I mean, not that we knew
I
about.
don't know.
Yeah, there's more diseases associated with them now.
Like,
so.
why is that?
And then the alternative is what? Just
Gain
spray,
of Function Labs in China, sponsored by Anthony Fauci.
Spray-
spray DEET all over yourself, and then we'll end up with cancer.
I mean,
so
that's
it's
my
like-
whole deal. I really don't want to hose myself in chemicals to just go out but oh man, it's bad.
Is it permethrin? Is that what you call
I
it?
actually think that Pert Plus
Pyrethrin?
would take care of most of that.
Pert Plus.
Yeah.
If we would just use Pert
Pert?
Plus
Yeah.
on our hair, there would be no ticks.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't
what
know
it
if my
smelled
hair would
like.
look as good.
That's probably not. It's kind of a one size fits all.
Can I Google Pert Plus?
Yeah, sure you can.
Hold on.
I really want
Hold
to know if it
please.
still exists.
Pert Plus.
It's
I need that.
only
He's
sold,
he's
only sold
Yeah,
in
there she
Central
is.
America.
It's here. You can get it at Walmart.
Oh, look at
There
that.
you go.
It's cheap.
We need some
Real
Pert.
cheap.
hold music.
They've really jumped on the Pert part of the brand.
Yeah,
too.
boy, they really the bold.
Doubling down on that.
Let's see if there's a vintage
Helvetica
bottle here that we
type.
can. There it is. There it is.
Oh, look
That's
at that.
it.
I remember
Yeah,
that bottle.
That's the
I
bottle.
don't know if you guys can.
You won't see it. You have to
A little
click on
bit.
that image.
You
and-
might, if you're on the Wi-Fi, you might have to put it on the screen behind us.
Oh,
Can you?
I can do it. Oh, it's on eBay. You can get. There it is. You can see it right there on eBay.
on eBay. You can do it. Well, you know
can
you're going
get
to.
a
No, I'm not gonna
vintage
do that.
Pert Plus. We
But
did.
that was what you took like to middle school to keep in your locker for shower. You know, when you had to shower
Back
after
when we
PE.
showered
Yeah.
in middle school.
Yeah.
I don't
terrifying.
think that was ever a good idea. I don't think that was a good
Well,
You know,
looking
most-
back on it, it may not have been. But at the time, yeah, you just took showers. Middle school, high school, PE, you just took a shower. That was it. In the middle of the day.
I don't think that was a. I think they should have thought that
Well,
through a little bit.
Now it's not just like the big area with the shower tower in the middle that
Right,
just kind of
yeah.
sprays every direction.
Yeah.
You know, now they have their own stalls.
Oh, do they?
Shower stalls.
That's
most
fine.
schools.
Yeah,
So you can actually have some privacy.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
That's probably.
Our gym had a locker room with a tower that was old. It was vintage. It
tower
was not
shower.
in
The
use.
tower shower,
And
yeah.
I'm like, what girl wants to tower shower in front of her class in middle school and high school?
middle school. Yeah.
All right. Now, but here's the thing, though. The middle school in Rogersville, when I was there, was the old
Built
gym,
high- yep.
and the boys' locker room was the old original.
We're talking the
locker room.
upper elementary now, right?
Well, yes, yeah, that's the site, but where this existed is now, I think, parking lot.
Where this
basically.
existed. Legend
But
says.
the boys' locker room was like under, and it
Yes.
was a dungeon,
Yes.
low ceiling, concrete, everything painted gray, and I mean,
Why gray?
I mean, the showers were like.
They're just like,
Trickle out.
like
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
it
where
was
I
like an
die.
open-
It had
Now,
that
see,
vibe.
I remember ours were like it was like a power washer. It'd take your
Oh,
skin off
yeah.
of you.
Well, that
It
so much
shot out
line.
like a stream.
And then by like my 8th grade year, we built some new locker rooms. But those original locker rooms, like 6th, 7th grade, man, they were something else.
We are middle school locker rooms.
Fitting for your darkest memories of middle
Yeah,
school, right?
you went back behind the bleachers and tucked in under, and you were in there. And I mean, there.
We also had teachers and principals with paddles in those days too.
Yeah,
but,
you got
know.
SWATs. Yes, that happened. And you
And
were.
we liked it that
Remember when
way.
you were afraid of your principal? Like
Yeah.
you were like,
Oh yeah.
We're putting the PAL back in Principal. I don't remember that.
No.
Speaking of Walmart, though, we got to wrap up here pretty quick. I went to Walmart
I
last
gotta
night.
go.
I get in the habit of buying the same things over and over, and so I don't notice the inflation stuff too much. I went to Walmart last night.
They took down all their rollback signs.
Oh my God.
Roll up.
I got some stuff that I normally wouldn't buy, and like we ate at Whataburger. We got a bag of stuff from Lowe's and 2 bags of Walmart stuff and spent $230.
I was going to say $300 later.
$230 last night. And what we got at Lowe's was a refrigerator hose, which check those, by the way. The hose that connects your ice or your water line to your fridge.
I've had mine leak before.
You need to check that from time to time. And after you put it back in place, check it again to make sure it's not leaking.
That's Lauren's realtor tip for the day.
Yes, you would be surprised how often that causes nightmare problems for people that can go undetected for a long time. So I checked it, and when I checked it, I made it leak because I hit it with a vacuum. But the prices, how are people like living?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
Holy moly.
I got a load of mulch and a load of topsoil yesterday, and Shayna came home, saw it, situated there in the yard, or in the driveway rather, and she goes, "How much did you pay for that?"
Is that black gold?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, you checking the price on everything these days.
A hose, 2 smoke detectors, and some hooks to put like a robe on. $100.
Yep.
And I'm just like, what?
My trees will all be here today.
Your trees?
Yeah.
What trees are you getting?
I bought a peach tree, a cherry tree, and an apple tree.
Oh, this is the.
I'm going to plant them all in the same hole.
Frankenstein.
We're going to see if it works.
All in the same.
You can. There's like an art of
Yeah.
doing that. You
They're
could
going to
try
become.
that.
They're going to become a unique fruit. Is this how
No,
it's
I don't expect that to happen. I expect to have apples, cherries,
My apple,
and peaches
cherry, and peach tree had a baby.
all growing on the same.
Let's not talk about Bud Light
Doesn't sound
anymore.
right.
I said we're not talking about
We're
it.
not talking about Bud Light.
You knew where I was going.
sounds
It's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow of flavor.
We can't top that.
We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching.